Welcome to the Friday Five with Steve Greenfield on CBT News.
Welcome to this week's Friday Five, where we recap the last week's automotive technology deals. This is Steve Greenfield from Automotive Ventures, and thanks for joining us. The markets remain strong, which is fueling a lot of merger and acquisition activity. Globally, an all-time record of $1.77 trillion in M&A transactions were announced through the first 4 months of 2021. That's up a whopping 124% compared to last year, and it's 10% higher than the first 4 months of any other year on record. Why is M&A so strong? Corporate investors and private equity firms are sitting on mountains of dry powder and looking for places to spend it. Interest rates are at record lows, launching a hunt for yield. A fire hose of stimulus fundings has flooded the globe. A surging stock market is driving investor confidence, and many potential deals that were postponed by the onset of the pandemic are now making their way to market, creating more targets than ever. Let the good times roll. The automotive market continues to be red hot, fueled by stimulus outlays, while mostly avoiding the impact of falling inventories from tight chip supplies. The SAAR of new vehicle sales for April was 18.5 million, well above forecasts and an all-time high for the month. The global microchip shortage has now idled Ford plants in Mexico. GM is also being forced to idle production of one of their top-selling models, the Equinox, at its manufacturing facility in Ontario for 2 months. Toyota had to halt RAV4 and Lexus RX production at their facility in Ontario due to a COVID-19 outbreak at a supplier's plant. Wholesale values continue to rise in the auction lanes. With the ongoing new inventory shortage, the availability of used units is expected to remain tight throughout the summer, especially with rental and fleet companies holding their units in service longer. We're hearing some stories of used cars selling for more than their original MSRP. And with that, let's jump into the technology deals of the past week. Rategenius and Autopay have agreed to merge to create a diversified consumer marketplace for automotive finance and refinance. The combined company creates a differentiated experience for its marketplace participants. Consumers get access to one of the broadest lending marketplaces through an end-to-end digital lending process, while channel partners and lenders benefit from aggregated loan supply and demand via APIs and embeddable co-branded and white-labeled user experiences. The companies employ over 500 team members in their Austin and Denver hubs, who are all driven to reduce the cost of borrowing for their customers. Working with over 180 lenders in all 50 states, the companies will facilitate over $2 billion in automotive financings in 2021. Car Global has acquired Auction Frontier, the developer of the Velocicast cloud-based auction simulcast solution, for $80 million in cash and up to an additional $15 million contingent on certain terms. Velocicast powers Car's own ADESA Simulcast and Simulcast Plus platforms, and also provides the technology behind the simulcast sales of more than 300 wholesale and retail auctions throughout North America and Australia. In electric vehicle technology news, IRP Systems, a maker of innovative electric powertrains for electric vehicles, raised a $31 million Series C funding round, bringing its total funding to $57 million. The financing was led by Klal Insurance and Altshuler Shaham, which are Israeli institutional investors. Also participating was Samsung Ventures, Renault-Nissan importer Carasso Motors, and Shlomo Group, as well as existing investors such as Entree Capital, Fosen RZ Capital, and JAL Ventures Fund. IRP Systems supplies a whole host of EV manufacturers, including Renault. Its electric powertrain claims to have a high performance and efficiency while reducing the weight, size, and overall cost of the powertrain in electric vehicles of several sizes. IRP Systems will use the new case to scale the development of its systems for EVs and reduce the path to mass production, expand R&D, operations, and customer support, and make a push on global sales and marketing. In battery news this week, Solid Power, an industry-leading producer of all solid-state batteries for electric vehicles, announced a $130 million Series B investment round led by BMW Group, Ford Motor Company, and Volta Energy Technologies. Ford and BMW have also expanded existing joint development agreements with Solid Power to secure an all-solid-state batteries for future electric vehicles. The investment positions Solid Power to produce full-scale automotive batteries, increase associated material output, and expand in-house production capabilities for future vehicle integration. BMW and Ford aim to utilize Solid Power's low-cost, high-energy, and all-solid-state battery technology in forthcoming electric vehicles. Solid Power has demonstrated its ability to produce and scale next-generation all-solid-state batteries that are designed to power longer range, lower cost, and safer electric vehicles using existing lithium-ion battery manufacturing infrastructure. In autonomous vehicle news this week, self-driving truck startup Plus is in talks to merge with special purpose acquisition company Hennessy Capital Investment Corp. 5, making it the latest autonomous vehicle maker seeking to go public via a blank check firm. Sequoia Capital-backed Plus is set to have a valuation of more than $3 billion and raise $500 million to $600 million through the deal, which includes proceeds from the SPAC and new equity raised. BlackRock, already a Hennessy investor, is discussing putting in more money through a so-called private investment in public equity, or PIPE. In international news this week, Bolt, the Estonian firm best known for its ride-hailing business, has launched a car-sharing service in Europe as it looks to diversify its revenue streams. Like Zipcar and Drivey, Bolt Drive will allow customers to rent a car on demand for a brief period via the Bolt app, which can also be used to hail a taxi, rent bikes and e-scooters, as well as to order food. Bolt said is going to invest 20 million euros, or $24 million, into launching Bolt Drive in Europe this year, starting with a pilot in the Estonian capital of Tallinn, where it is headquartered. Bolt Drive will launch in several other European markets this year if the Tallinn pilot is successful. The pilot will feature 500 vehicles. So on to our companies to watch. Every week we highlight interesting companies in the automotive technology space to keep an eye on. If you read my monthly industry intel report, I showcase a few companies each month, and we take the opportunity here on the Friday Five to share some of those companies each week with you. Today, our company to watch is Crispify, founded in 2018 and located in Tel Aviv, Israel. Crispify is a cutting-edge in-cabin air quality management solution. It is designed to offer car manufacturers, fleet operators, ride-sharing services, and future autonomous vehicle transportation the healthiest ride possible. Crispify has the power to transform any climate control system into a state-of-the-art, fully automated, smart air filtration solution, thus enabling drivers and passengers an exceptional user experience in terms of wellness, comfort, and safety. Crispify's AI-powered air monitoring and analyzing platform harvests data from inside and outside the vehicle to deliver unmatched in-cabin air quality while keeping fleet managers informed. So that's it for your weekly Friday Five, a quick wrap-up of the big deals in automotive technology over the past week. It's an exciting time to be in the automotive space with a ton of deals going on. Make sure you stay tuned in each week to stay up to date on the auto industry's technology M&A activity, and I'll keep my fingers on the pulse of deals being done so I can share updates each week with you. If you're an early-stage automotive technology entrepreneur looking to raise money, or an entrepreneur who wants to chat about the best timing and process to sell your company to achieve the best outcome, I'd love to discuss with you. Thank you for tuning in to CBT News for this week's Friday Five, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of the Friday Five.